You can do it.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Dizastr News.
You can do it.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Dizastr News. I'm your host, Papadizastr. Today is January 21st, 2022. And Jew, Thomas DeLauer's Morning Blend needs more monk fruit, baby. So, getting right into it, the space weather has settled down a little bit. Wanted to also cover what Dizastr News is, what maybe got us here. I myself, a little bit of a recluse, barely graduated from high school, semi-pro football for a while, tried a game room, then went into 9/11 happened, joined the Army, got medically retired from the Army, fell in a barn, blew out some cervix, some discs in my neck. There's a donor bone. It's all replaced in titanium and carbon. I shouldn't be able to do this, but because I can, it's because I listened to a doctor who said, sit on your ass for a year and a half. Don't do anything if you want this life back, right there. So I did. And then I learned a lot in those 4 years, 4 or 5 years there. You learn a lot, and you're coming down off of pain medications, and you're drinking, and you're doing all these things. You got all this pain, and you just want it all to stop because you're a rational mind and you can think clearly, but yet you know these things stop that pain that make you stop thinking clearly because the pain makes you angry. It makes you like an asshole, and that's truth. That's real truth. So knowing all of this right now, which we'll go into those later, but I'm telling you, I'm a fun story. It's one hell of a ride. That's why that's exactly why we're the Dizastrs. Jewel has had epilepsy her whole life, and she has this stigma. There's a stigma attached to the epilepsy. Well, there was a stigma attached to me while I was going through that to recover from these things. People look at you a different way, and you don't really care for it because you know who you are. And if anyone that can do the self-reflection and find out who you really are and know who you really are and accept your faults and accept your problems, accept your issues. When you do that, there's more of them pointing back at you than they are pointing at someone else. So usually it is 9 times out of the 10 screw-ups, faults, probably yours, just like it's ours with each other and when we tell each other that. But now, game changer, over a year's time, we've kept notes of these epileptic episodes and kept notes on myself of how I felt. If I'm, and we're put it all together, and we're going to present this in a way to show couples like us that are at our age, newly dating. I'm 47. No, I'll say I'm 33, and how that's how we've gone and gotten this far. I've shown in a few other videos that this is tough on families, and it's really tough on relationships. And there's no reason that we shouldn't live a good quality life. Our daily quality of life. If more people talked to each other and discussed and shared and did less of whatever's going on now, we wouldn't be in this whatever's going on now. Just stop listening to them tell you to do all this. You're doing this to yourselves. Ourselves. We're doing it to ourselves. Is what it is. So, the epilepsy and non-epilepsy, dating at our age, and 2 months in, major seizure happens. And that's something, if you are someone that's never seen a seizure, you've never experienced a seizure, you've never really, paid attention to anybody describing what a seizure was, or you just see them in movies and TV that desensitizes you from flipping everything anyway, it is something that will change your life forever. If you are a human, it will change your life forever. And preferably in a better way. Learn from it and help improve your life by learning more. And that's what we're doing. Because it's been interesting. The learning and the seeing and the keeping the notes and the son's output and learning that now, and then also with the medication, the proper diet. We use Thomas DeLauer is her go-to for the ketogenic diet for epilepsy. This is a morning tea blend. She does a video on TikTok that has the ingredients of that. If you want to go and look at that, that'll be right here. Ms. Dizastr at TikTok. We also have Dizastr News, the Z. At TikTok, we also have the Papadizastr, but I think we'll be doing the Papadizastr as far as the being on the side of, the male side of it with I have an epileptic spouse, or I started dating someone with epilepsy, and a platform to talk on it. Maybe it's already there. I got an email earlier, and I'll respond back once Jew gets home, and see how this goes. I mean, it's helping us. It's helping us to do that one thing, to communicate. And it's so important to do that, because your feelings, your emotions, you're always influenced by something, whether it be the TV. Hell, the lady in the car driving past you on your way home could be very angry, and you're just feeling that energy off of them as they pass by. Or you're at the grocery store and the person you bumped your cart into is just, or you bump your cart into somebody and they're super happy and they change your whole demeanor because you were happy. You were someone that didn't need to bring someone else down to make yourself feel better, like we've been programmed to do over the past 4 years. So I gotta stop saying so. What's the other one I do? Dang it. The other one. Anyways, I hate that word. We are going to have a show on Sunday. We're going to do a show on Sunday with both of us talking about how this past week, that solar flare, how that was felt, and what we did to over the course of the next day. And you've got to realize you're feeling this and you're trying to rationalize what these we have to make notes because of our memory. Hers comes from the epilepsy and the medication. Short-term memory, we have the memory of goldfish. So there's constantly, if you could see this, there's just Post-it notes and paper with notes and numbers and days. Maybe everybody's like that, but it sure doesn't seem like it. Goodness gracious. So I just want to comment, Thomas DeLauer, thank you for everything you do for the keto diet and to help us to share what we've learned and what works for us with other people in the same position that we're in. And thank you, Suspicious Observers, for all the information and everything you do so that I could show her in turn what these things are, because things are changing right now, and it is going to get more intense. And whether you are on if you're on an epileptic medication, or you're a good beer drinker, or you're a fine connoisseur of the finest green Snoop Dogg herbs there are, or whatever your vice may be, in whatever form it may be in, how much is it going to suck when you don't have any of that? Because you've got no phone, the sun just popped off, your kid needs medication, needs epilepsy medication, and you don't know why it's extra strong right now. Or is this type, and it's not that I understand it all yet, I just have questions. So if we have to take this medication to have and lead a normal life, to have that good daily quality of life, daily quality of life is not, daily quality of life needs to improve. It's that medication's a factor, man. What are we gonna do when it's not there? Then do we have to worry about the townspeople trying to drill the evil spirits out of her? I feel like this Prussian school system that's been instituted into this country in order to get us to this point is really gonna start biting us in the ass real soon. But until then, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Space weather looks good. If you live in a cold spot, move. I mean, it's ridiculous. I don't know why we do this. Cut out we don't need coal. I mean, fine, burn coal, I get it, but we don't need that crap. We could all be warm. We could just do abandon the city, leave a couple suckers behind that like the cold, and let them keep cleaning it up. And then when it gets warm, we'll all move down here and hang out. Then we'll come back. I don't know, maybe a good idea. I think I'm gonna start a cult. All right, we'll see you guys later. Peace. Safe travels.